There's a job at OpenAI and Anthropic right now that pays well into six figures, sits at the absolute center of the AI boom. And on some teams, you can do the most valuable parts of it without writing a single line of production code. In just 2 years, the global economy added over 1.3 million new AI-related jobs, a pace no previous technology wave has ever matched. And here's the part nobody tells you. A huge chunk of those roles don't reward the person who writes the cleverest code. They reward the person who can think clearly, understand the system, talk to humans, and point the AI at the right problem. If you have an engineer's brain, you like systems. You like solving messy real-world problems. You like making things actually work. But you've been sitting on the sidelines thinking, I'm not a programmer, so AI isn't for me. This video is going to change your plan for the next 5 years. I went deep into the 2026 hiring data. I'm going to give you 8 specific jobs, what they actually pay, who they're a fit for, and exactly how to break in. Let's go. Let's kill the biggest myth first. When most people picture a job in AI, they picture a hoodie, 3 monitors, and a wall of Python. And yes, those jobs exist and they pay great. But that's not where most of the new hiring is happening. Here's what actually changed. A couple of years ago, companies were building AI, so they needed researchers and machine learning engineers. Today, companies are deploying AI everywhere, into hospitals, banks, factories, law firms, marketing teams. And deploying AI is a completely different problem than building it. Deploying AI is mostly not a coding problem. It's a which decisions do we trust the machine with? How do we know it's working? Is this legal? Will people actually use it? And what business problem are we even solving? Problem. Those are engineering questions. They're just not software engineering questions. And the market is paying a premium for the people who can answer them. According to PwC's analysis of nearly 1 billion job ads worldwide, workers with AI skills earn around 56% higher wages than peers in the same kind of role without those skills. And that premium more than doubled in a single year. 56%. For learning to work with AI, not build it. So, if you're a mechanical engineer, a civil engineer, an industrial or process engineer, an operations person, a project manager with a technical brain, you are not behind. You're holding exactly the kind of systems thinking and domain knowledge these roles are starving for. You just need to point it in the right direction. Before the list, one rule. Write this down because it's the difference between getting one of these jobs and just watching a video about them. No coding required does not mean no understanding required. You don't need to write code, but you absolutely need to be AI literate. You need to understand at a conceptual level what a model is, what training data does, what a large language model can and can't be trusted with, what hallucination means, why an AI can be confidently wrong, and how you'd even measure whether an AI feature is doing its job. Think of it like a civil engineer and a crane operator. The civil engineer doesn't operate the crane. But if they don't understand what the crane can lift, the whole project falls down. Same energy. The good news. Getting to that level of literacy takes weeks, not years. Free and cheap on-ramps include Google's AI Essentials and, honestly, just using the tools hard. Use ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini every single day on real tasks until you have intuition for where they shine and where they break. Okay, with that rule in your pocket, let's count down. I'm going from accessible and growing up to the role I think is the single best landing spot for a non-coding engineer in 2026. Job 8. AI trainer/evaluator number 8 is your fastest way in the door, especially if you want to start this month. AI models don't get good by magic. They get good because humans rate their answers, catch their mistakes, and feed in expert judgment. That's what AI trainers and evaluators do. They review what the model produced and tell it in structured ways where it was right and where it was wrong. The demand here is enormous. The market for human AI evaluators and trainers is growing somewhere in the range of 25 to 35% a year, and the World Economic Forum and LinkedIn flagged data annotators as one of the 3 biggest categories driving those 1.3 million new AI jobs. Who it fits? Anyone, but especially anyone with deep expertise in a specific field. Your boring 10 years in logistics, manufacturing, or healthcare is the asset. How to start? Sign up on AI training platforms but immediately niche down to your domain. Frame yourself as the expert who can tell this model when it's wrong about my field. Job 7. GEO AEO Specialist number 7 barely existed 2 years ago. You know how everyone used to obsess over showing up on Google? Well, more and more people now get their answers straight from ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google's AI overviews. They never click a blue link at all. So, a brand new job appeared, making sure your company is the one the AI mentions when it answers. It's called Generative Engine Optimization, or Answer Engine Optimization, GEO or EO. It's the spiritual successor to SEO, but the skill set is different. Instead of keyword stuffing and backlinks, you're working with structured data, authoritative sourcing, clear formatting, and understanding how models decide what to cite. Who it fits? Anyone with a marketing, content, or communications bent, and an analytical, experimental mindset. If you like running tests and reading results, this is engineering applied to attention. Job 6. AI UX/product designer number 6. A powerful AI that people can't figure out or don't trust is worthless. AI UX designers solve that. They design the experience of using an AI tool, how it presents uncertain answers, how it shows its reasoning, how it earns trust, how it fails gracefully when it doesn't know something. Who it fits? Engineers with a design eye, or anyone who's done UX, human factors, or product design and wants to specialize. Job 5. AI enablement lead number 5 is one of the most underrated jobs on this entire list. Every big company has now bought a pile of AI tools, and in most of them, barely anyone is using them properly. There's a real AI direction deficit. Surveys have shown executives are far more bought in on AI than the staff who actually have to use it day to day. Who it fits? Engineers who are good with people. Anyone from L&D, HR tech, internal consulting, or operations. Job 4. Decision/workflow engineer number 4 might be the most engineer-brained job on the whole list, and I think it's wildly underrated. As companies hand more tasks to AI agents, software that doesn't just answer but actually does things, somebody has to design the system around them. That's the decision engineer. Who it fits? Industrial, process, systems, and operations engineers. Management consultants and ops leaders. Anyone who thinks in flowcharts, feedback loops, and failure modes. Job 3. AI governance and compliance specialist number 3 is where the money starts getting serious, and it's being forced into existence by law. Here's the catalyst. The EU AI Act's rules for high-risk AI systems become enforceable on August 2, 2026. That's weeks away from when this video is going out. Penalties can reach up to euros 35 million or 7% of a company's global annual revenue. Suddenly, every serious company needs people who can make sure their AI is documented, audited, fair, and legal. Who it fits? Quality engineers, safety engineers, risk and compliance professionals. Anyone from a regulated industry. Job 2. Forward deployed/AI solutions engineer number 2 is the hottest title in AI right now, and I need to be precise with you about it. A forward deployed engineer, an FDE, embeds directly with a company's customers and makes the AI actually work inside their messy real-world environment. They bridge the gap between here's our shiny AI platform and here's what your specific business actually needs. Who it fits? Engineers who are great with clients. If you've ever been the technical person in the room who could also talk to the customer and translate their problem, that's the entire job. Your domain expertise plus people skills is the moat. Job 1. AI Product Manager. And number 1. If I had to bet on a single best landing spot for an engineer who doesn't code, it's this: AI Product Manager. The AI PM owns the what and the why. They decide what the AI product should do, who it's for, what success looks like, and they steer the technical team toward it. They're the bridge between the business, the users, and the model. Who it fits? Honestly, most engineers, especially anyone who's done project leadership, requirements work or sat between a technical team and a customer. I'm telling you all this because I don't want you to chase a buzzword. I want you to build a career that survives the next 3 turns of the hype cycle. And the through line for that is simple. Become the person who can take a powerful, unreliable AI and turn it into something real and trustworthy in a specific domain. That person is not getting automated away. That person is who all 8 of these jobs are really hiring for.
Welcome to the future of AI. This is our roadmap to 2026. We begin the final countdown, full integration. Prepare to enter the golden horizon.
Days 1 to 30. Get literate. Pick one free course and finish it. Use these tools every day on real problems until you have a gut feel for them. Days 31 to 60. Pick your lane and build proof. Build one visible artifact, a redesigned workflow, or a documented set of prompts. A deployed project beats a certificate every time. Days 61 to 90. Get in the room. Rewrite your resume around outcomes and AI literacy. Talk to humans, network with AI teams, and get yourself where the roles are actually circulating.